Good morning, dear students. Today I am going to discuss about the topic controlling, meaning and its definitions, importance and limitations of controlling. These topics belongs to the subject Principles of Management for the course BBM. Now we'll see what is controlling and what are the definitions for the controlling. So controlling is the important functions of management. So the controlling functions will be unnecessary if other functions of management are performed properly. So that means there is a requirement. It is not easy to say everything will be controlled inside the organization. If there is any imperfections in the planning and actual performance, with that of actual performance, if there is any imperfections in the planning and with the actual performance, then control will be certainly needed. So the deviations are set by the controlling functions. These functions ensures desired results. Planning identifies the activities and the controlling regulates the activities. So the success or failure of planning depends upon the result of success or failure of the controlling. So if the planning wants to succeed, then there is a dependency on controlling. So what is actually controlling? Controlling is the process to find out whether the actions are being taken as against the planned one. It is a corrective mechanisms or taking corrective actions to make them conform to the plans. So there is a necessary in the organizations to take steps to prevent any sort of occurrences of variations in the futures. So control is the most important functions of the management. So any management function starts with planning and ends with the controlling, and other functions of the management act as a connecting link between planning and controlling. It is the process where to find out whether the actions are being taken as planned and also taking corrective actions if there is any deviations. So we'll see the definitions given by George R. Terry. So controlling is determining what is being accomplished, that is evaluating the performance and if necessary applying corrective measures so that performance takes place according to the plans. So as in the definitions, the main emphasis will be checking the performance. If there is any deviations as against to the standard planned ones, appropriate measures will be taken to correct it. And Mr. J.K. Rosen also saying the controlling is a technique, is a checking current performance as against predetermined standards which are contained in the plans with a view to ensuring adequate progress and satisfactory performance. The basic objectives of controlling is to ensure adequate progress in the organization and satisfactory performance. Now we'll see this nature. The efficient control is required to have a better results in achieving the goals of a business. So any sort, if you wanted to expect our business to grow on a consistent and regular basis, appropriate check mechanisms should be there. So controlling ensures to check the performance and comparing the actual performance with it. It is ensuring to take remedial actions to control if there is a deviation exists as against to the plan advance. So why there is a need for control? The controlling is required for to better quality enhancement in the organizations, to cope up with the change because of the changes are inevitable because of the situational influences or customers preferences, tastes, habits, expectations. In order to meet the customer requirements, changes takes place because of advancement of technologies and to create a faster cycles, to facilitate fast sales, quick sales, to add value, value added services to the customers. Controlling is highly required to facilitate delegations and teamwork, to ensure work can be executed in a systematic manner by the appropriate persons. Related logistic department control is required. So why we do give importance to the control? We do give importance to the control because of many reasons. Controlling helps in guiding the actual performance. So it helps managers to measuring the actual performance and guiding towards the achievement of predetermined performance or goals. And the second one is contributes to the overall improvement in the organizational efficiencies. ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಓವರಾಲ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಒಂದು ಸಮಗ್ರ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಗೆ ಸೊ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣ ತತ್ವಗಳು, ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣವು ಬಹಳ ಉಪಯೋಗವಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಬೈ ಕವರಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರಿಯಲ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್, ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಓವರಾಲ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ ಹೈರಾರ್ಕಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ensuring smoothening the workflow of the organizations. Proper smoothings of the workings will be enhanced due to the controlling process, and controlling also helps to maintain order and discipline. So maintaining of orders and discipline is highly important. ಸೊ ಶಿಸ್ತಿನ ಒಂದು ಪಾರದರ್ಶಕತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪರಿಸರ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಗತ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. So an efficient control system creates an atmosphere for order and discipline in the organization, so that there is a regular check on the activities of the subordinates. And the fifth one increases the morale of the employees. So by strengthening the functioning of the organizations, controlling ensures increasing the morale of the employees. In addition to, we have in controlling importance, we have controlling provides basis for future corrective actions. So controlling provides basis for future corrective actions. As it is a future oriented, it helps to reduces the future's mistakes by enhancing or choosing an appropriate techniques, and facilitates for effective supervision. So control simplifies supervision's task and makes it effective by pointing out significant deviations or variations. And it also facilitates coordinations. So control facilitates coordinations, as every manager has to coordinate the activities of his subordinates towards the attainment of or achievement of organizational goals in the process of exercising functions controlling. Now we'll see what are the limitations of controlling. Of course, controlling has limitations. Absence of perfect standards. What does it mean? Standards cannot be fixed in all the cases. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಮ ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ರಕಾರವಾಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Some of the organizations controlling techniques will be quantitatives and which cannot be expressed. Some organizations, they do have a qualitative and quantitative aspects. In some, quantitative standards cannot be expressed in terms. In the absence of quantitative standards, the performance cannot be measured accurately. This indicates the ineffectiveness of control. So the second one is uncontrollable factors. Some factors cannot be controlled by the management. Either it could be changes in technology or competition or government policies or consumer preference, which cannot be controlled within the management. And the difficulty in fixing the responsibilities. So difficulty, usually the control system reduces the freedom of employees. So the employees resist the exercise of controlling, then the control loses its effectiveness. So very difficult to fix the responsibility among the employees, and there is an expensive process also. So the control process has several stages, like collecting information from various standards, actual performance of standards, measuring the actual performance, finding the deviations, and taking corrective actions. So there are different stages will be there. This process involves much paperwork and it is a time consuming, and of course small organizations cannot afford the expenses of the process of controlling. So this is what the limitations of controlling. The scope, controlling has its no wing over all of the organization in the society itself. Because of the controlling, through the controlling process, we can have a control the organization of the concern in terms of framing the policies, rules and regulations. Through the controlling techniques, we can enhance the order and discipline in the organizations. With the help of controlling techniques only, we can hold systematic work over the personnel employed in the firm. We can ensure everybody must work in disciplined manner. And controlling, it is also got capacity to check the capital available to the concern, and wages and salaries which are affordable. Unless if it is not controlled, the current expenditure of the organizations which may go increases in it creates loss to the organizations. So everywhere control is required. Control is required for the policy matter or the overall organization. On the personal front, control in the human resources personnel is control is required, and management of capital is required. In terms of discharging liabilities towards the employees in terms of paying wages and salaries, and to enhance a good relationships among the society in the public, we do require the control mechanisms. And in order to control the quality aspects of the products, we should have a control on research and development. So controlling as huge wing. Without the control, organizations cannot survive. So the nature of control will be an efficient control is required to have a better results in achieving the goals of the business. It ensures to check the performance and actual performance will be comparing it with it, to take remedial actions to control if there is any deviations. If the planned standards is meeting the expected outcomes, there will be not any such kind of problems. If there is any negative differences between the planned one as against to the outcomes, expected result outcomes, of course there is a quick actions to be addressed in the organizations. Appropriate mechanisms, checks should be employed. This is what about the controls. So quickly, whatever the topics we covered in this class is meaning and definitions of control, what are the importance of control, nature of control, other aspects. So dear students, you need to refer various textbooks, especially one, the T. Ramaswamy, Principles of Management, and R. Mugeshappa and others co-authors, Principles of Management, both from Himalaya Publishing House, one from 2014 edition and 2017 editions, another one. So it can enhances your knowledge better. I once again thanking you for giving an opportunity to present this lecture. Thank you.